Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new video. So, what a wonderful day we had in market, right? We saw extremely good rally, which was we expected. We saw what we planned this yesterday in the video, what is going to happen, and this is going to be a best relief rally which is possible during this correction period which is happening in the market. So, what happened? So, those who missed in the last video, I just want to tell you what happened. So some of you might be surprised what happened in the market. It's nothing but you don't have to look for all the time. You don't have to look for the losses. Okay. When the market goes into demand, market can give you really solid rallies. Okay. This is what that happens. Okay. So what happened? Market opened on a 4 hour demand which has happened here, right? This was a solid 4 hour demand which was happening, and market opened here. And what happened in the market is market did the shakeout. Okay, was very wonderful shakeout which was playing out in the market. Okay, this candle with the 5 minute candle saw some initially saw a buying, then suddenly a dip happening, and suddenly everybody, even in my Discord groups, people were asking, should I start exiting all the longs or something like that, whether it is going to push down. So that is what happens. So you need to understand what is the difference between a shakeout and a true rally. So this was a wonderful shakeout happened. After that, market rallied so beautifully. This was like a one-sided leg which has happened in the market, and it was a solid 200 250 point rally from the bottom we saw. And people who sold were trapped. This is what I explained in the last video. Yesterday's video, I told you retailers will go short at the very bottom, and once there is a relief rally or pullback is happening, people will get confused and start exiting and lose their money. This is what exactly what I explained in the last video, and you can check it out. So now what happened during Bank Nifty as well, we saw that extremely bullish rally which has happened. I'll break down one trade which I took it for you guys also, so that you can learn from the trades which I take. So now so the big question is, what is going to be the next thing? So as I explained yesterday, we saw a 18,100. This was something which was I was expecting. Now I am not carrying any longs at the moment. I exited, I created some intraday positions, and I exited that positions by closing, because I have a feeling that what market can do is, market can go into this small supply which has happened here, and then market can do a little bit of dump can happen in the market. This is pretty much possible in the market. So and there is no point of carrying an overnight position today, because due to Christmas, US markets are going close today. So that is why I didn't carry any position. So what is the ideal thing to do tomorrow is, I'll tell you. So in the closing time, we saw a small correction which has happened in the market around 50 60 point. It dumped, so it's not a big deal. So happened after a very solid rally, a pullback is pretty much possible. So what can be expected if the market opens flat? Okay, if the market opens flat, this can be acting as a supply. Okay, this top can be acting as a supply. So what can happen? Basically, market can open somewhere around here, then take a small rally to this 60 70 point to here, and then slowly market can come down. So wait for a character change here, then play for it. That is going to give you a really good solid risk reward ratio. So one thing you want to be so sure is that this rally should not be very strong. Okay, if it is very strong with huge volume pumping in and coming and then going into the upside, then you should avoid this rally. This one, if it is a weak rally, which means that the volumes are relatively very less, and if this day is coming to the supply, then there is a high chance it will come here, take a supply from here, and comes down from here. So you can play a long or a short opportunity there. Ideally, the best thing to do here is sell some calls. Okay, initially as soon as touches here, it is better to sell some calls, and if you start to see it strong momentum coming down, that is the point where you should be looking to add some puts. Now when it comes to Bank Nifty, I am not able to find a solid setup for tomorrow. The only thing I was watching is here, market should go to this range. Okay, this is the next supply which I am expecting. Okay, this is a solid supply which has happened here. Solid supply buildup happened here. From this here, this rally started happen on downside. Okay, so what I want to do is like market should go to here, take a supply from here, then it should start dumping from here. So ideally I don't like to short in between, speculating that like market can dump. I prefer to short at a supply or demand, which gives me much better risk reward. So I want to tell you one more thing is like I want to show you a trade which I took in today, so that like you guys can understand what kind of trades I take, so that you can learn from what I do. Okay, so here we saw here we mark, like this is a concept which is done by Mark Nervini's, how contractions plays out. Contraction is plays out. Okay, so it's called VCP contraction. You can learn about in like in the book of Mark Minervini. If you want, I can put that in the comment box also. Okay, so we saw this was a range which was happening here, and in this range we saw a small VCP which was playing out. Okay, this is a VCP first leg and third leg which was playing out here. And once that happened, what I did is basically I went long here. Okay, once this candle has happened here, I went long here and kept a stop loss here. Okay, I kept a stop loss here and I went long. And once this breakout happened and solid candle, which this gave me a solid candle, I started trailing to this CTC. CTC means that my entry became my exit. Okay, I just kept it trailing. And then this pullback, which was when I saw here, this was happening with a very low volume. Okay, if you see the volume was very low here. So that means it is just a shakeout which is playing out in the market. And after that, we had a solid rally which was happening here. Okay, so I didn't to be honest, I didn't expect this move. So I only able to capture till here. Okay, I was able to capture till here. Once I saw like again started to build up, so I exited most of my position. I didn't capture this rally, which this was a sudden surprise for me as well. So it's okay. That's how trading works, and you don't have to capture everything and market offer. You just have to capture whatever is you are getting. Okay, so now you know what is the plan for tomorrow and what is something which can be happening tomorrow. So you can't expect so much of overnight action today, because US market is going to be closed today. So the another thing I want to tell you guys to focus is for the coming days is going to be Brent crude oil. Okay, so Brent was like, it's basically the crude oil was showing a lot of weakness. We went to 74 75. This was a very good sign for Indian economy. Okay, so whenever like crude oil comes down, it is going to boost our economy, because we are going to pay less money for importing our like crude oils, and that is going to help us a lot in the trade deficit. Okay, this is something happens. So if crude is going to head further high, due to there is a reason why crude is heading higher. The main reason is Russia said that like 5 lakhs barrels they are going to cut down. Okay, production, they are going to cut down 5 lakhs because of all these western things which is happening in Russia Ukraine war. So what we can expect is like we might see little more upside in Brent crude oil. That is going to put like little more pressure in the economy. So what you need to do is like keep your eyes on like Brent crude oil for the coming weeks, and let's see. So, and one more thing which you can't see is like currently I'm not like want to say is like if you are planning to do a lot of swings, I would ideally suggest is like be cautious on your swings. Don't put like too much exposure of like long exposure currently. We might see this might be a relief rally. I'm not sure whether it is going to be a very good bull run which is going to happen on upside. Let's see, let's get some more confirmation, then only put in like your money into the more long exposures. Okay, so coming to the sectors, all the sectors did extremely well today. Only things which didn't well today was like only pharma and like other defensive stocks. Okay, so defensive stock didn't well today because all the major IT banks, everything was doing extremely good. So that is the reason why we didn't see much of action in like pharma. So other sectors, everything is like looking good, but is it the right time to put in a lot of money into the market? No. Okay, it's not the right time to put in money into the market. But as an SIP investors, you if you are an SIP player, if the market is dipping further down, you should be like adding for your long terms. Okay, SIP like your systematic investment plans, you can add on like little amount of money so that you will get a better average at your price. Okay, so that one more thing, which is your call writing which is happening in the market. Okay, so yesterday we saw good amount of call writing, and we are seeing what we are seeing is in bank nifty and nifty there is huge amount of underlying puts are written. Okay, so 18,000 and 18,000 is like massive put writing is happening also, and there is a huge amount of call writing, call unwinding also happened in put in 18,000. So that means there is a very slight bullish trend is happening. This can be changing. Okay, tomorrow morning whatever happens, it's going to change. So let's see what is going to happen tomorrow at 18,000. So 18,000, if it is like able to break immediately and able to sustain, then this put writing will be starting to unwind. Okay, so this like the main reason why today's rally was of because of the short covering which has happened. Like lot of short were built in the market and people were exiting that, and that caused a huge rally in the market. So today what you can see is like huge amount of put is there. So if somehow market is going to come down tomorrow, then these put writers will have to exit their position. That can cause like a lot of problems. So we can expect like good amount of volatility in this market. So be cautious. That is one, to keep your position lights. So hope you had a wonderful day. Let's trade together tomorrow also. Bye bye guys, see you tomorrow.